two mu no did say wo mate pa na wenya no eti saa nipa ne kra ene wo kra no wo cheke ho say mu ye mate ana eti the moment a ubu ani gu saa de no so no na afi ababe very very difficult for you obi biara a onyankopon esiesie wo no obesiesie wo e wo purpose mu enti no the onyankopon actually ebeye wo ni say you need to know why God calls you into his kingdom. Also, only the enti onyankopon frɛ oba na hinimu. First of all, have you identified your purpose in God? Say onyankopon say brother hinimu be dey. O say be dey wan asafuni mu. O say huhum mu no wo udi bia udi e onyankopon asafuni mu ene den. Den na onyankopon pese wo ye daache e wo na asafuni. Baby ben na onyankopon pese odudru e wo na asafuni. Say o think spiritually aya odwene say wo no onyankopon frɛ say be ye den. Now, say utimi hunu de onyankopon afrɛ say be ye pɛ. Ɛhɔ no na onyankopon bɛpɛ obi a ɔbɛyɛ o purpose partner. Onyankopon ɔma wo realize o purpose wie ansa na o purpose partner e de abro. So now people are thinking about having relationship, just relationship. But they are not thinking about who is my purpose partner. Me no more purpose ansa na nyankopon e de obi a obefit to that purpose no ebebrem. But say wa wo mu no nya hu purpose a o calling na eye dey na wunya obi e man be partner. Now mistake say everybody is now looking for relationship. But nobody is looking for the calling. One idea no. Yinyina obi e say ware. But have you identified your calling? You need to identify your calling first. I was say who the enti onyankopon afra o kane. Na who the enti onyankopon afra o kane a. Na say onyankopon prepare you in that purpose na. Ehɔ no na onyankopon di obi bra say beboa no with that purpose. Enti no you can say God will not align you with your soulmate until he aligns you with your calling. Onyankopon fa obi emma wa bra bom kopim se onyankopon hu se wo no woni se de ofre wo no ekopepepe. And in fact, say na asem no esitie. The person na you are becoming no ehun no na onyankopon hwehwe obi de ma wo ehun na soulmate no obeba. It is not who is coming, it is who you are becoming. About you tell say it no wo no hwehwe the obeba, especially man or hwehwe the obeba, but you have forgotten who you are becoming. Who are you becoming in the process? Say uni onyankopon nante no wo ye nipa suben wo ye nipa ban ben. The person you are becoming no eno na onyankopon de obi eba. Say ye hwa twa kunkum a enkrofo a omu become ye no God went and searched for them. Now, number 1, Adam was fit inside his purpose. Na onyankopon edidwuma bi ahye Adam nsase onye. Toto emo a ewo etrom ha nyina din. Yese. Enam se na Adam ye no dwumadie ni nyina, no onyankopon tena ase na oka say. Enam say Adam has fit my calling. Wa align with purpose nti. Enya se sa be ma we ono nko atena. Ene ma mefa obi maye den. Emeka no. Etino Eve baye no, Adam was already in his calling of God. Now, Adam ye na ade dada. Ansa na Eve eba. Nipa foforo eka ho aye Boaz. Ahefa na Ruth ehu Boaz. No he. No fielding. he was in his assignment. Na o baby a onyankopon frɛ no, baby a dwumadi a wɔsɔ odi na odi ɛhɔ na root yɛ den ekohu no. Nipa baako a ɔka ho nso yɛ David. Ɛyɛfa na ehu David edi si ne hene. Ɛyɛfa na ehu David edi si ne hene. David no ɔyɛ. Ɛbra wan Samuel ɛkɔɔ sɛ ɔkɔhwɛ no na ɔyɛ. He was tendering sheep. He was in his purpose. He was in his calling. Other people were at home. And I introduce you omo at the church Samuel say, "When na okana, when na okana, when na okana." I say there be any omumu bia. I think say at that time no, they were wearing very fine robes in the house. And na omo express omo ho. And omo ho ye hwehwe hwam. Look, I'm thinking, say, omo ano omo ofie na enwane papa esisi si omanim. Na omele omo bed fe. But those were not the people God was looking for. God was looking for a certain kind of a person. And David, the way our Bible no see say David sit here, yes na oye bow leg. No I say, ni na ya lanta say. Nti no ba no I say. Onanti say. Onanti saa no nso no ho bon kan efi se ohwe nwan so. Ana ohwe nwan so nso nti no na entade a ehye ni nyina nso aye den atete. Ana na no hu nyina so sebi na aye den na aye fin. Ana omo say mun ko frɛ saa nipa no mra. O say nipa wo fi he nyina no say nipa wo fi he o say da bi nipa za akwa bi ono kra de ono nka ho. Asabo na okay. Akwa bi senwuram ho baby ono onye ndwa o say mon ko frɛ no mra. Apei ba ya no ni hu fifre hu fi ho kan enwa abono kan oba ya na ye fa oil. And I shegu ni to say this is the king of Israel. Me question me be so on say when God was searching for a soul person to be a king, this is how God identified a person. Will you be able to identify your soulmate in that way? As a man and as a woman? Ubehu. Like someone like David. Say, David, are your soulmate? Ubehu said, David, your soulmate. All by what you say. Paulina, baby, you shall I say. Paulina, Oba say how. Ana bo legacy. Ana no hu fina no inwan born ho. Na Paulina gina ho say, this is my soulmate. La. Emfa. But me person sure say this is how soulmates are designed. Omo a onyankopon kra ne honhom ewo omo so no. They are not designed in the perspective of the body mates. Yen design omo in such a way a no ubehunu so easily. Now I can say yes, this is it. In Kenya sanka Samuel ye mistake. Ekosra obi a eni sanka esra ne ngo. But this was the person. But designed in a certain kind of a way. That person was a soulmate to God. Etino ujiri said, "Dear na onyankopon hwe." Enti a osra David go. Let's share ideas. Ohun den o David o. What the guys will say, this is a man after my own heart. A person after God's own heart. Dear na nyankopon hu David o. But your man opinion. Opeso kasa. Okay, kasa we na ma kasa. Inti no ohun ni su ban bi wo kwan ofa so hwe nwa so. No, we say the name mention inside be den. But your farmer e farmer me. Yes. Ocean attitude towards work. Ocean attitude the way o see here there na. Now, me per se ye nyina ye who a soulmate can be. Attitude na nipa no portray no. Me hwe ni physical eno de enkoyi. But attitude na nipa we portray no, this person can be my soulmate. Mehwe kwan a nipa fa so a oye na ade na. Now, do you have the eyes to see such a person? Bebre twa mo ho ahia o. Enso wo no, baby a wani da no. Wan hwe ya car na wotimi nti wona so soulmate, me say wo boa. Onye wo soulmate bia. Wo na soulmate no wan sheda ntra say an check ni ye. Oh, wan sheda an check ni ye. Obi sebi oba na chi ni the way a shape ni sitie no. O say ono na enu soulmate. Aye wa kono na eda ada o. Now, let me use myself as an example. Look, I think that God made me to see my soulmates. As he said, I am my wife. Kwan be so offer so am me hu. Me obi a me pe evangelism pa. Enti time a ye we school no. Ye we university no. And ye na foforo nyina ye kan go say you will be doing a lot of evangelism. Robert K. Kra na okam. Ye nyina ye we school go. Enti no no me Morrison ne Richard ne Ruben like ye nyina ye group na ye we school nyina no. Every Saturday, near evangelism for you. You're too young, man, near evangelism. It's could do a point to you. And this was my wife who came. And now, so I said, almost need evangelism. And I mostly say, I'm quite, now you knew your evangelism. Look at that time now, me now I require them, me, your margins, quite similar. We were very school. But now, oh, me tell some me warrant them. Menene nanti ya, most of the time, upon free you pay, ni Asia was sorry them. Asia saw them. She has a lot of questions because not a new convert at that time, no. It's not a lot of questions. It's Asia sorry a Bible no. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. Na ye trim, na me trim. It went on for so many months. It's not yabe compatible. And adiana ne niji hu nyina ne say obisa me question o Bible mu a mitimi ye den. That was new romance for me. That's why I can munte you. Oh, oba be romantic. Oh no romantic ne say bema we just a question bi enu a bibisa na ontimi nya no. Na the confession a o make it me ne say ade a eku no kra ye one time bi a me be kira ade e wo class na oto ho na ohwe de we a me si kira ade na wo no o so me tina me kira wasi no wo baby an connection wo e wo nyame mu etina ho no ye be ye too tight as friends ana ye dikọ enim saa afire ekodu baby ni ehun say ya ye soulmates me say na ye dey because ade na ne niji hu no me so ye dey me ni je ho baby a opese or spending more time na why so me so person spending more time it in every time you are at church nkofo pon am ko fenya ye pon pe na sha sorry dem obeba na ye to so bisa Robert it ye twen ama asori ba ti say bia me pon be 5 and am kotina mo kakra twen 6:30 say me ba ha it is asori be say 6:30 na say ye pon be 4 ye pon pe na ye ko opon na aba asori dem menso aba the church was our meeting place every time and one day ya eti ye me man propose you am propose na nkofo bebre kasa ade nke no be ware na na ge no be ware na ge na ade o yire na ko mo hwe me na so mo hwe me mu se me be ware eti wa de mu ya say mo for ta kasa za jom pesa mo no so mi nyane sa ka me pe o se mi nyane sa ka me pe na mo nyane sa fa ma propose you e wa na de shisha ware na e ware so who ade no now assembly nyina ne say we found ourselves in purpose. Now looking at our life about 12 years in marriage now. No? You see, any preacher. Someone on a TikTok. Meaning, say we are more on a TikTok account. You say, any preacher. Definitely, your soulmate must become like you. Mr. Saying, whose soulmate must definitely become like you. But who you have become, son obey. The way who ya who sisi no. Say, nipa ni your soulmate, say soul na corrupted. Definitely, that person eventually will be corrupted. It's what I'm saying. Who is that soulmate? Who soul na gazan et saying? And from a distance, no, kwan be na ye first you who sa okra no esifa. We hear mate for that okra. It become first. If you don't become, who is coming will not help you. And you will not also help the person. And I make an answer it. So one become a certain template of a human being, of a Christian. Obi biara obi biara ntimi that mate for you. Nti one kasa tena say, was this person, an answer is this person a soulmate? Definitely, who obi also who says any people will know soulmate. Yeah, medical so UST. And we are screening and confirm medical exam about 20,000. And about sector 8,000. General 14,000. But sector 8,000. So 8,000 and mark home. Now girls neighbor. Also to say akwawi. Na se me ware ya own. Also say nipa went me so meet. I didn't try. Usha ne dressing. Wo de buy ya. Bia obetimi asa na me hu ade bi 11 bi. Obu ho a bitimi ne kasa. Me evangelism opa, wo ba na dressing nye. Ma twema ko jan chembra me no wonko. Obu ho ne kasa no afere. Osimi nye bio. De wa came ate. Obu ho kra me mpam ho asem po. Ma ko bie ba no say because masa na wo hwe good morning kra ni good morning po. Isuro on ferry una wonni no ka one obeka 10. The point is that you should be able to see who a person is. Be as any part of an you may be near dear, but say also who a soulmate in one there, you can identify something in that person. I will bet me as a son of an Anna. So also a soulmate in one. Anna, son, your man, be a enye, and can be obeyed me as a son. Say, in fact, who a soulmate in one there, most of those things are not physical things. I wait me as a son. I'm a family example. Some many more of them near Tatiana, only I don't know family. Or some entire in Asso. As a mini tailor, I'm pants on a mini tailor. It's a minus semi cotata idea. Oh, just of course for him, tries as I can say. Now, Bob say, near the num. Now, I see you now, Bufu. Was a long sleeves, I have seen it to see. Oh, I long sleeves. Na minim ade a ye fa ne say o to atade na eso akobo ho na minim ade kro eti bi me to a minim say na ya na ya ese mi fa nche eti sa na me de na me wi ase a meti ebiem so na me nche jeans because typically ya me to say preacher is always trousers and long sleeves ma keka shem ma bob belt na ehuhu as a parachute no. Na me de bia me sa oba no hu ni na so no ye din so still no me nam. Still na no me nam. And the way I know my wife na who of pa ni dress near me no na me say ono be me because me hu ni say the kind of a lady I will see here no. Me ni ya hokwa na ma de there. E was say me meet me aware say oba we. Pasa no nim so no betimi aware me. Etine ko denim kakra na ye be no say wontare yi nye me hotel bi wo. Timintale nyina sister yi jip bobo ho trousers nyina ka tell say trousers yem short trousers manem bobo so sa Ono na che me ni nyina o. Because adwene no na o Bible so na ni ho. Enti fine. Baby a obetimi asesa no. We no problem. Obetimi asesa no amana yeye. And definitely so osesa no. After na me am who say, "Hey, as I know why hwemu as why fe kakra." But let me name here. And you know me here. Can you identify a soulmate and see other things near maybe a one ho? Ah, wo no betimi asesa. Ah, saa nyama no any problem en fama. Now so no betimi who said this person is my soulmate. Near make account there, or forget about it. As a woman, as a man, you make changes to it. But this person is definitely your soulmate. And no one 7 year can. 18 year. You was some ebonipo. You was some ebonipo. Sure. Don't enter in any relationship broken. Say obi ko fix you. Waiting. You don't enter into a relationship. Ah, who no ankasa no fix you ho. Name who ko say obi ko fix you. Eba okra na eti wo mu no nko ade fix yourself first. Onua yama ye nyina ya adwene enkokoko ho. Usuban o character enya bomodin say obetumi asesa nyoma bebre e wo sa character no. E ho na obi soulmate ni beba. Because bebre o ha omo character, omo try say omo improve omo character, omo be change nyoma bebre. The bia na is on the physique, you know, the bia is on yeah, but obi hwe uso as a soulmate enya sa anima na wo hwehwe obi hwehwe o sa akwan no so e wo physique na so onya wa ene e fala na me minim problem and no that person is also soulmate. But soulmate ankasa no, please refine your character, refine your prayer life, refine your spirituality, refine your relationship with God. Sa enioma we na eye okra emu adwuma no ana betimi amawohu your soulmate. Na sa wa kasa wo se wonya wo kra emu adwuma wo benya obi de, but that person will not be your soulmate. Ombo wo kra. Eno na ware no kudu baby a na ayeden. Because you didn't pick your soulmate. Now, one people soulmate, you know, it's all because you also didn't work on your soul before getting that mate. Who working on your soul, now that person will never have been your mate. And I understand it. If you work on your soul, that person can never be. Won't mean your mate, Ono kwa no omma. Ono ko be say soul we mempe. Who say obi wa on po obi a wa ye no ho Christoni unim say hello and I this microphone bi oba bi o ha bi do pe Christosom do pempai bodo do na di na wa ye no ho say sa oba no opo obi a wa ye no ho ye de ye pia ko ha sa ko de obosho na okọ sa oba no ne je sa nipa no ho sen obi a na wo twe da edi ka ye biabiem no sa oba no sa nipa ompe no ana ye ni bi wo ho. It will cry no. Won say ebechiri enkrofo bi because okra na eti omumu no. Won pesa okra no. But you Christian na me bisa won say also pe soulmate and what kind of soul do you have? Say uso ni e papa nko ade a and me catch you say there are a lot of people I will bet me no ma mate amana ye. If only you take your mind, you are free. The other things now, that person can be your soulmate. On the days I am at the bebro. Meaning, say, as a missile, will wait me, Obisa. As a missile, will wait me, Obisa. As a missile, will wait me, Obisa. Okay. I feel you. Say onyankopon ye wadom na say utimi e work on your soul nyina ria. Definitely Oba beye nipa ban bi. Obetimi abeye, anya se obetimi. Obeye nipa sunku bi. Oba beye te say the Christo aye no. Say o work on your soul spiritually nko ade a. Obeye te say the Ewurade na aye wo saa. Na eno no saa no, obenya mate ntam. Esi wo Bible mu, na me be say ye hwa ade bi. John chapter 4, verse number 1. John chapter 4, verse number 1. What's the story the day be war? Now, sa story na wo ho no. We ba cho kan for my. Aha.
Afei, Erade hunu sɛ Farisifoɔ ate sɛ Yesu nya asuafo bebree. Ɔbɔ nnipa pii asu sene Yohane no. Afei Yesu no ara de ɔmmɔ asu. Asuafoɔ no, ofiri Yudea na osii mu kɔɔ Galilea bio. Na etwa sɛ ɔkɔ Samaria. Na afei oduru Samaria kuro bi a wɔfrɛ no Sika a ɛbɛn asasewa a Yakob de maa ne ba Yosef no. And so, na Jacob abura wɔ hɔ, ɛnam sɛ Yesu afrɛ akwantu mu nti, ɔtena abura no ɛso. Ɛbɛyɛ dɔn a ɛtɔ so nsia.
Okay. Verse number 7 will do no.
7.
Okay.
Na ɔbaa bi a ofiri Samaria baa hɔ bɛto nsuo. Yesu ne sɛ, "Maame bi no."
Okay. Sɛ Nyankopɔn yɛ wadom na sɛ wo work on your crap pan yi a, wo bɛyɛ lie te sɛ de Jesus yɛ lie no. No say Jesus yɛ lie o, lie ne na yɛbɛsua no. Wo bɛ hu lie yɛ. Lie no in quote, lie kyerɛ sɛ atoro, ɛnyɛ ɛno ho asɛm ne yɛka. The paper just say you know how to approach your soulmate. Obi a wonim sɛ saa nipa wei ɛyɛ obi a ɔfete ɔmeti to ɔhonhom ɔkra na etu mu no. These are the things that you who for Christo ho. Ebra oye say obey baby line. Number 1. Christ was so intentional. Intentionality. He was an intentional man. Hwɛ obi biara ohunu obi a oye ni soulmate no. Have an intention say this person you can live life with. A decision. Your intention. You have to be intentional. Sanipa we met me now, bra. I think that my wife was so intentional about me. Definitely. Now remember we bring switches, you know. But I think that there was something that she saw about me and decided in her mind. They said, I will work with this person. Look, I was still living with my parents. Now I'm renting that. There is a reason Christ will be so intentional about that woman at the well. And yes, there is intentionality. Why will Christ decide, say, this person, I will talk to her? Nipa we menene bekasa. Because onim de betimi ayede efri mu aba. Enti no say okwaya a man of God wa work wo ho pan yi a Onyankopɔn de saa adom ne de dom o. O wɔ ne purpose mu nko ade a Onyankopɔn de saa adom no dom o say obi biara a obetimi ehu no no say nipa we ofit to my soul no. God will let you have that person. Just decide and be intentional about it. Say, this is the person. Mehuno, unie. The one mu, the wo si kasa, the wo si no. It first my soul. Me cry na etimu na epen kwaje no. Sa nipa we obetimi dem akọ osra hime. And when you are able to know that, decide, and be intentional about it. And yeah, then my wife for the or oba de when wait me to propose. Yes, you propose and you can answer. You can't say oba to propose. My wife found me inside the purpose. Oba put a question. Oba can say, oba say, and building intimacy ana. And building intimacy. Say building intimacy. Oba put a question. Me person which me say, me person we me say, also say, me say definitely when you are intentional about whatever that you are doing. you have that mate. You have that person as a mate. And this was what Christ actually did. Unim. It's your intentionality and your decision. And we here, obebre oha, omun decide decision ayo mo de. Decision ayo de. But be bold. Be bold as a woman and be bold as a man. Just work on yourself and become the person Christ wants you to be. Obeye sa nipa no nko ade a sa osuro ni sa nipa ni nyina free mu. And you walk boldly just like Christ also did. Onye ato aso efamaye.
The same for no kuro mu akoto aduane. And Samaria ni ba no say. Then na wa we yu the ni bisa me. Me Samaria ni ba ho issue ano. He said, "Tell you that for Samaria for end." Yes, you go say no say. So we do Nyankopon achede ne de o say
okay, pause for mommy. The second thing, Christ, this position back when he say, Christ is proving himself as an intelligent person. First, our intentionality. Two, our intelligence. Intelligence in how we see ebusa questions. Now, the way we see answers. You know, the discourse, the way I see it, it tells us Christ is an intelligent person. Say, Onyankopon edomo sa adom na ubetimi de agina ewo okra tini yemu a, you become an intelligent person. You become an intelligent Christian. Bebre no, and I'm saying you Onyankopon na nti ye nti say the wiasefo ne ye na. Eti no say dipa ni mpo no say we ni gine ho a, and I'm saying honam adwene wo wutirim nti no. Definitely there is no connection between both of you. We are connected because who na madwene wo wutirim dodo. No can make out no. We are talking about soulmate here. Obi oyo soulmate no intelligently. Mubetimi are connected so easily with intelligence. How do you do that? You do that by questions and answers. In the field of worldly things, no. In the field of God. In the field of God, Onyankopon ahenni mu no, there are many questions. So, ohwe asem a ono omo kana o ka enkwansuo ba hwe bebi a ode ahya ase akofiri intelligence. Obeka huhu nsuo na akere no, but wahya ase from honam nsuo. When you are intelligent, you can ask questions and you get the right answers. And you know that this person is actually the person that can be my mate. But no, just like that. So, honam a emma e wo Nyankopon mu nkwara. Yen Christopher no, yen je sansem we ndi. Me my experience me hu de Onyankopon nam so a oye ma menya ayere. Ene kwan a ofa so a physically ne financially no ode boa ma sa aware de ba so. I am a testimony to that. And you know, me can't show say there is a form of intelligence. Onyankopon de dum obi biara oti ono Onyankopon mu se ope obi na wa be pata wo ho a. Onyankopon edom the intelligence for you to connect with that person. And you know, be Nyankopon ne wo hunhum rather than we are senior man no. Rather than we are senior man no. Be Nyankopon me say become. Wow, check your lifestyle. Now check your braba. Wow, to me say I say Nyankopon honhom ne som na nkasa no. Wo didi agro kakra. Ehọ na me bo ehọ chen say. Ma woni mbra ho so Kristo ni na sum nyame ye. Now all these things will connect together for you. I feel to asoma yin. O to aso ne de na AC wo.
Na o ka chere say. Ura, we mi ade a wo de to. Ebro no mu enso to. Ene na winya
Now, the woman also say, "Hey, fana wunya sa nkwanso ni free." It tells you, say, the woman wanted to know more, and hello, yes, you very intentional, very intelligent. Now he has gotten the woman into the mood, and now the woman wants to find more about him. But make us have our control. Intelligence is sexy. What say? Intelligence is sexy. Say, oh, intelligence, the person wants to find more about you, want to know more about a subject. It means you are intelligent. It makes it so sexy to the person. Say, wow, I want to get more from this person. Look, as a man, you have to know more. Wife, before someone, you have to find an answer. We are calling intelligence is sexy. Christ is proving here, say, as a man, be intelligent when you are talking to a woman. And let the woman feel the edge, say, he knows more from you. You saw US as a also unya bibika. You saw Russia as also unya bibika. You saw computer as also unya bibika. Why do you mean I didn't say also unya bibika? Intelligence is very, very, very important. What do you say? Intelligence is sexy. A man best how. Oba onim say obisa asem with me ma answer no. They be no interested in you and I answer it. And I ma say they make answer it. They be no onim say me kunu de. E dey say me busa na as onim bibia. Wo de wonim ko de ka bibi. Wuti kura nya hwe. Ono mu so onim no obisa o. Itu do ka hwe. But so be ka say to say dey so onim ka bibi. Intelligence is sexy. Oto aswa because of time you know. Mamenka say same way. He had a strong sense of identity as well. I say, Kasa was a meaning kwansu. I say, yes, this is who I am. Look, say Onyankopon building now be a very, very, very a spiritual person in him. You don't care who goes or who stays. What is I say? What building will become the person God wants you to be? You don't care who goes and who stays. You Nakasa, you know the caliber of person that you want. And therefore, that person on say, Obankwandi have a strong sense of identity. Say who you will be. Me say who you are there. I mean, I'm from some. I mean, who say an example. The confidence that I had at that time before my marriage, before marriage, you know. Look, I was so confident. Said this woman is for me. Baby. Why? Because you know. I click it in certain sense say she can never have comfort with any person apart from me. I knew it. At that time, I didn't have anything, but I knew I had her. Say, Onyankopon domo. Na say, enya sex na di maintain obi o. O pro say, oni nipa ne beda o da. O say we answer we say me ne da dia menya no. That is not it. I mean, that is not it. But have a strong sense of identity. Say you have become a person as anipa we oja wechia enye ye. Obekoso no one nantia forever and ever. Because of what she always gets from you. Emianom, oma yenhye ne nso. Mi yenhye ne nso. Mi yenhye ne nso. Have a strong sense of identity. Why? To subu hu abem. Unto fridge, unto devende. But have confidence in yourself. Say, because of Christ, you are somebody. Be strong. No one can fight you. I just oye wa adwene nko an say stage away do no person worry na oba worry am na ye ya. Me so your oba so have strong sense of identity. Ye ni eni say dey ebe ye amaye. Me ni say wife abom sa stories na. Ye wa ni eni ska. Minim sɛ me anso maka akyerɛ mu a ɔmo ba kan sɛ mo sitan ne yɛka ye niska ye me de me pay ɛna me yɛ ayi You may be free. Because of what I could through. Me myself na maker. Me can say any template say win this car master. Me dear no me can Yakupon feel say Yakupon na ni pia yen. Yakupon enko ana me ka say dey na obi begin sika am say monko table no zia dey ko for chiche ko for the envelope. O that now. Bibi ani me ho. Say monko table no ho den ya. Envelope akoso wo ho. Monti bia no na mo fa ma akwa no. Because o say e we di ni we o gini sika. We so hwi ni me ho. Ba Yakupon cha dey wi ni nyesika. Me say eno onye wo template o. Onua me nka say sa na ye. Enko ka say sa na so for be dey enti no me so otibe o cha be che no. Obi a ne dey Yakupon e fa so ne ko. Me dey no. Me say how strong sense of identity di Yakupon di. The atwa to any say Christ invested in that woman. Or invested with that woman. Investment or make it with that woman, he say. Adiana na oye ni na time any na de na or spending on that woman. No nim say he wants to turn this woman into an evangelist. It's in or spending time with her. Look, Eden said, also say now obi a we Jew ni Eden na Samaritan like how? But he was committed in making the woman somebody. I hope you are getting the point. Christ was committed in making the woman somebody. Despite a new man for kafan because he saw the woman's soul. Obia say oba we onye. But one kwa obetime hu bibi wo sa oba ni mu a. Won say sa oba we me ware na be yi, but me ko ware ni dey na nkofo beka. Eno na me ka che say hwe emfa ho say obia te say na wo boy we hello. Emfa ho say obia te say that oni boy we na nam no jaye. Oh no ni girl we na nam no di boy we kwana itino una ho a say ye hu yie. But na bibi wo mu e bia circumstances ana wan hu nyoma ye na ekotia wo. Wo ye be ma na so ye oba na say wutina Onyankopon mu pan yi a obetimi hu say sa nipa we despite say sa nyoma we e fa ne ho no this person is a good person. This person can be my soulmate. Hwa no wa ma sa nyoma na nipa ko na akomu no en say wa adwene Kristo e na e kire yen sa de na ekrofo nyina kafa sa oba no ho no wa adwene anko sa omo adwene no ho na mu ohunu de oba ne betimi aye e de ama onu Kristo ana o approach no ana onya ne nso ana obi betimi ona obetimi be ye evangelist akoka onu Jesus Kristo ho asem with happiness and with joy. That was the investment. The man can say your soulmate no wonya ne o manyina pe e wo ne ho saa but obetimi hu ne o ma bi wo ho bo say sa enema wenti sa nipa we mene ne bobra e be yi with those things na wo no ho no nko ade it can change. Betimi asesa no and aso Onyankopon betimi aye onuanom say ka say soulmate it goes much deeper than what you are actually thinking about the physique. It is the soul we are talking about. But first become the person Onyankopon na nkasa aye wo atetew na wan kasa wasom no na waye din e woni mu. Definitely the companion for that kind of a soul, you definitely see the person. Who wants me say bia me pa cho betimi bisa. Yes, mbra bisa. Yeah. Yeah, marriage. Okay. Yeah.
Now, we share as a man. communication and coursework. Not as a Maria and was a and people that say, you want to say, me a teacher of Christ.
Yeah.
If you are not room and need for a debate today, I'll be so meet. I was so much say interpret already, and I'm why. One person a pastor. Now, get to me, I've convinced the pan before so was, and now say a go and we are some of us.
Okay, so definitely, no, say, yeah. If the person is your soul mate, now a Church of Christ, then the Pakonian Church of Christ, where should be your first point of interest? We interest fan and any fan about. Say the Panamanian Quajaman and cry. Say practices be a Nipan air year with Christosum. That is not how I was say, oh, yeah. It's conversations, no, and if I ever aligning evangelism, right? What the evangelism, Anna, a bay munkumudi. Oh, no, our real someone crying by you because you want the person to become your soulmate, and yes, sir. It's definitely no, Obemani Pacono, Mubesua de. Na adesua mu no wo de hwɛ ne responses a ɔde ma saa adesua no sɛ ɔyɛ obi a ɔpɛ sɛ osua adeɛ ɔyɛ obi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔsatra ɔyɛ obi a impo no woka sɛ yɛn kenkan a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkenkan anaasɛ ɔyɛ obi a ɔyɛ grounded sɛ deɛ wɔka no mu de mu kɔbɔ nsa gye deɛ mu ka ne nyinaa anya no korɛ kyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ so confused sɛ ɔnte wase ɔno wɔnya adwene ɔyɛ saa nipa ni bia eti hu na also hu san man say this person can never be my soulmate. Anaasɛ mehwɛ kwan a nipa no yɛsua adeɛ ne yɛ kɔ na em say onya nte ase em say ɔno kwan no questions so bi em say nneɛma bebree ɛyɛ clear ɛde ma no uso no ɛyɛ okra yɛsɛ yɛ afa Yesu Kristo sɛ me kra ne magye nkwa agye nkwa ɔgye wo kra ne nkwa eti nipa mɛ na ɔbɛ attach to wo kra na yɛbɛgye ne nkwa no sɛ de bɛ asa nkwa gye no bit my possible. And then I come once. It is a case and wari outsider. And then just say obi ntimi fi outside them ba. But Juma be na wo ye say obeba. Say obaye wo our renti ana. And any man on your soulmate ni bi o. And e bia na o be na wo hwe outside say nipa no nyam building soul no no. E bia wo hwe ni o be nti na o ware no. Thinking say the soul will be a second place. But at the same time, said the soul must be the first place. It must be the first. And then I make us say, "Nipa way am soulmates. O dress any o nyoma na wa ye wa abonte no. Say me approach you. That's a me share say o was spiritual mind that obetimi dey asesa dress in dia. You can be my soulmate and hello. Say ade na me hu na e metan but me no kasa ye na me too for no. Girl no. So you're very respectful because when you be our dresser basabasa na omu adi and answer be our basabasa. But who are ne few money adi o nya sa advice no. But o hwe na adwene pay da ne timu a o approach na ne kasa na otunu fo na de ne ba sorry na so ye ya obetima be ye Kristo ni papa mpo e de asiro bi awasana so many years. But when na wo be hu sa ade no e wo sa nipa no ho. Enu nti no hu sa ne man na se wo hwe insesan ya e koso nipa kwanu mu a would say, oh, of course, this person I saw say obey my soulmate. Obey my Christo ni at na Christo sumpo ababe papa dia sene wo kra na wo fra ne bae. It might no na first point. Of course. It's yen generalizing say interfaith enye. Can that person help your soul? If say obey my help your soul, approach be na woni nipa kro no ye in your time of date mudim common ade no. I have an adwene no on your soul or on something else. I hope you are getting my point. Say on the soul there, who we no. Offer 100 onya saying. Onya 99 there, and I just say obey my Christo ni mapa e de aboa. Our Church of Christ. Ama wa ba no abeson what nyoma bebre ase, and I'm in church on ne ye. But say no so there. No, what we say there be any emwa me. What I say? Aha. I come meet me akanon. Onya Robert. Na yaba yen sisters.
In Genesis 29, and it said, Jacob, said, for you, Mama Laban, Emma, you know, some money you go for come. Come back when I said, all my war. can say Rahel. But we had 29:17 now, Genesis 29:17 now. I say Leah had weak eyes, but Rahel had a lovely figure and was beautiful. It means that my reading of scripture said, Jacob, the sister said, now Rahel no penal a bride.
Yeah,
Leah man now say only on Leah no Rahel was because of Genesis 29:17.
Yeah.
And the idea said would be the one of O'Shea's near I don't know. I said most of our discussion is like not to discuss that. We see Jacob here because of the lovely figure of Rahel. His sister said a lot of pain. And see, much as we look at other considering factors, once the person who said this is the figure of pain, I think that we should have a discussion.
Oh, you see, you can't say, yeah, physique, okay? What's it? Some you know of it. But maybe you know of it in your media. They can't create a show, or no, I can say, I catch you. Me who no, my that said this person can be my wife because my class, no, my class. One was I didn't be that. So, what me who say, Sadi Power on our system of life for him. So, that perception is there, say you need there, but the air can say, Yan can't discount to physical. And yes, some air canon. Yan can't say, beyond discount to physique. Additional yes, you are soulmates. Additional yes, you know, your soulmates. Say, nipa bena or no cry, Asia. I don't know my adrenaline in your day, and come home more than any other thing. And only the priority. First priority. Say nipa no or your soulmates. Where? You will be wow. Sebi David the enemy. I want to say ya or yere. Or my already need it. We sound say, who we are. Me come ferio. I grown a you see the way you think, Oh, who think say ni peduane na ye ware no. O ka say ye ware ni pedua no. Enye ni peduane na ye ware no. Ye ware eban okra na eti nipa ni mu no ene na ye ware no. Eti nipa no be ebo lege de but obenya a lovely family enije be wom sika be ba enema bebre be ba ama enije a ewo sa abusuani mu no bo lege na ne sa ne ma ne ene de. Na wo no nte ase because wo hwe ade different. Me nka say discount physique. Me nka sa who say ni fra for aware da won. Who say ni fra for aware da. Etino me nka say discount physique. But baby I place much emphasis no. Eye okra na eti nipa ni mu no. And then I can ho asem. This is Tampa Chokasa. I say time na so.
I say, yeah, mostly they take soulmates used in the outside world. Mostly they have the perception, say, that particular person now, supposed soulmate, is the only person you are supposed to end up with. So in today's discussion, I say, while I'm a matter, but I want to understand, are we borrowing the word soulmate or concept there work outside to say we can't see and say if I know one one time if I know is that right? Or we are just borrowing the term for this lesson?
You are not going. The point is say omo define is idea. You nsuro mo. The because you nsuro mo the part say they are not the people to define what soulmate means. Etina emomo enslave. Emomo bia mfa kase bi enslave adwene. Akwo bi na kokan no kra say eti kra yinim no. So it is say yinim na say Jabobi na kan yo, no bi kan TV so, no bi kan radio so, no bi kan say any nya, oh so mate obi a usia na just say ono ana also ware no na ye kan na just say no na kwa definition. That is not a definition. What is the meaning of a soul and what is the meaning of a mate? And if you are explaining it in the context of even saying Kenya Chrisosom kra okra no to the worldly people, what is okra? What is the meaning of a soul? Have they actually defined it in terms of Hebrew, in terms of Greek, to understand what a soul means and what is a mate? It is a worker say soulmate ni obi a hu na che say ono na also ware na definition be no. That definition does not exist. Obi misconception, any infatuation, onyama obi, ni physique ho, any ni nyoma bi hu nti. And I say, brofalizing actually such as say, no there, ni bibia no say, this person is my soul. Yes, there be. Obi use sarcasm and say soulmate na. It has a deeper meaning. We will not say, and only a worldly for no. Fine, but it is a wrong perception. It's a wrong way of understanding what actually a soul means. A soul is a biblical word, and mate is also a biblical word. It is a tuning in Abuma. We need to define it in the Christian perspective. Say, be a Christian, better as I say. Say, me kase nipa way in soul mate. A okra no one sem na meka. And you be a matter dom, and your friend is a soul mate. Say matter dom tino. Wako baby, my you don't meet in the is my soulmate. Do you understand what you are talking about? Say, yeah, never worry. It's your quiet moja pam. Your quiet moja pam, or your soulmate. Nipo the minute timwa enye o come crana yes meeting. I don't know your soulmate. It's a slavery. Kasebu it me kasana kwa quiet time ne daho. I got a Valentine. I got a Valentine. Yes, a Valentine, your chocolates. Me boy. Why they share Samram? For about 50 years, 100 years to come. You can say, one chocolate or Valentine, just say, and yet, that'll be a definition, but open it, nothing or dinner home or car say, or my young cocoa, and for baby, your mind be condom or son. It's in your for being replaced. A Valentine or a cherry and conform to baby your mind. No more better chocolates. Then on your way of promoting our cocoa. So you know, I want to say free. Obi na sha government ni bi na sha obi wa government no dwene ho sa say you promote chocolates. It's not person must say free Valentine chocolate day because now condom na too much. Condom to me shut it down. When I say condom shut it down, then shut chocolate mom down. You find the monetary gains for the country. And I must say no me chocolate day. And I picking kaka na say you say obi to me chocolate show. Obi me kan asem bi na akwakwada ho saa na nkofo bebree di ekyire but obi trace no na obi idea bi anasa misconception bi na efa so na this idea na eden e bae don't enslave yourself to that thought no. I've explained it fasa adwene no na yafa enum mu no nante wo Christian way no I think say any sana e beboa na kopa adoma next week you better also in another direction na kopa shrine.